Harris, Joe Biden is a relic of the past, and his talk, his speech is of the past. The only thing that Joe Biden's going to be remembered for when it comes to yesterday's speech is that he called black folks coloreds. And that ultimately is what he'll be remembered for. And it's not probably the return he was hoping for on the national stage. But at the end of the day, you're going to remember him for whispering. You're going to remember him for calling black folks colored. And you're going to remember him for ultimately making sure that Donald Trump got back in the White House. Here's a president that just made mention in his State of the Union address that turns out all we needed was a new president to get things under control at our southern border. That's what you're going to remember about Joe Biden, is that he was a failed leader that refers to black folks as colored people.
Internal concerns about the former president's decline began as early as 2023. Acknowledgement from staff and donors that his decline may have cost Democrats the 24 election, and that he needed physical aids for public appearances. Well, we've seen this, Daniel. None of this is a surprise, by the way. We just couldn't get it confirmed by his White House.
Yeah, Harris, that's exactly right. I mean, the American people were always wise to the fact that their eyes weren't betraying them. They saw a president in Joe Biden that had lost a step or two and that his mental acuity wasn't necessarily there. The only dividing line, if you will, was between the swamp and the American people. Again, the American people recognized that this wasn't a president that was working at full capacity. And I think that was part of the reason that President Trump reemerged in winning re-election, is because he has shown, and just this past weekend, he had a stellar physical exam that showed that he is up to the challenge of confronting these world actors and fighting for the American people. I'm grateful that we have a president in the White House now that you don't have to worry about whether President Trump can take a call at 3 a.m. because you know that he can.
Well, he gets very little sleep, from what I understand, from all the people around him, so he's probably up first anyway.